Hi, welcome to the Hard90’s podcast. My name is Tom Zagla. I'm here with Connor Curley, and welcome to the show. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year.
So Connor and I actually did a podcast a couple days ago, and it didn't record because I got a new laptop and I had to figure out new ways to do it. And at the end of it all, I texted Connor. I was like, sorry, Connor. it didn't actually record.
Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. But it's all right. We're coming back at you with a new segment, so...
Like, I was talking to him, and I thought my voice was getting recorded, but all I could hear was Connor's. So when I played it back, I was wondering, where did my voice go?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're back here today. Actually, I thought that the segment was too good to pass up. Even though we know what's going to happen, I just think that it's beneficial to talk about whatever we talked about. Because it's like, I talked to Connor for the podcast, and I said it's good not to know what we're going to talk about. It's like Matthew McConaughey in his movie Interstellar. He was talking about his first take, and it was his best take in like this crime scene, because if he goes on and it's like several other takes, he rolls it again, then he's going to anticipate what's going to happen, and it's not going to feel as genuine as the first time. And this time, I guess we know what's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right. We'll come up with something new. But alongside with first takes, we're kind of last time I brought up the fact that like in horror movies, like It, or for example, like it's just interesting because from a director's standpoint, they probably run the scenes, but they probably do like jump scares and stuff without the actors knowing or actresses knowing.
Yeah. So
that they get more of like a real shock when they film it. So. Yeah, we were just talking about that last time, but yeah, we'll be good. Yeah.
I'll actually bring up a quote that we didn't talk about last time.
Oh, new quote.
So, it's Moneyball again. I like quoting from Moneyball.
Baseball movie.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt,
Billy Bean, general manager.
Jonah Hill.
Yeah, Jonah Hill. He's the whiz kid talking about statistics. This is how you do it, even though it's against other traditional scouts' beliefs in how to run a show. But this is what Billy Bean says to his head scout director. He said, like, he told him, like, what he said. And he said, when I know, but you don't. You don't. It's a little bit out of context, but here's some more context. The scout would say that every time he would go to the players' houses because he thinks that they're so good that they're going to be superstars. For Billy Bean, he was told kind of the same thing because he was a first round. Was he first? Yes, I believe he was a first round. Either way, he was a high draft pick out of high school. He already had a full scholarship for baseball and football, and they just told the parents, yes, he's a he's a five-tool athlete and he will succeed. But at the end of it all, he didn't. And so I'm saying this because we had a good podcast going on and it felt good talking about it. Even Connor's like, yeah, I'm feeling good about this too.
Yeah.
But then at the end of it all, it didn't really record, and that's kind of how 2020 felt. And
that was a good analogy. That was good.
So we're back at it here now, first week of January. Everyone's saying brand new start. They want to do new goals, which is fine.
No.
It's fine. It's
bad resolutions.
It's fine because 2020 you couldn't really do anything.
That's not true. Wait, no, it isn't a way. But look, people, if you're a resolutioner, go ahead and be a resolutioner yourself. Okay. But it's 2021. If you want to get stuff done, get it done now. Don't wait to go to the gym till 2022 starts. Get it done now. Get it going. Resolutions are resolutions, but just make a goal and just go after it. Don't wait for resolutions to come up. Enough of resolutions.
Don't wait for the new year.
Don't wait for the new year. Just go out and do it.
Okay, so it's the quote. Kung Fu Panda, Master Wu Goi. He said, "Yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery, but today is a gift. That's why it's called present." And so, I watched that movie when out after second grade.
It came out in second grade?
Second grade for me, first grade for you.
It was that long ago?
It was that long ago. It was 2008.
That's like 2008?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So it was the last day of school. I was so sad because my class was awesome. I cried on the last day.
Oh my goodness.
And then my mom was like, "It's okay, we'll go watch a movie." So like a bunch of my friends and I, we watched Kung Fu Panda.
You went to the movie theater?
We went to the movie theater. I think it came out that day. It's like a day in June. Went to the movie theater, and that's what stuck with me. That line, I'm like, wow, these writers are genius. But then I found out
these writers in second grade, you were thinking about these writers?
Not these writers. Or this, I guess this movie.
Oh yeah, they wrote a great script for the animated cast.
So I looked up the quote maybe like 2 months ago because I had to do it for like a class. Find a quote that you like really like, and then I looked it up, and it said that quote, and Eleanor Roosevelt. So Eleanor Roosevelt was the first lady. Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 38th president. No, what am I talking about?
Son, don't ask me. I don't know what number.
That doesn't make any sense. Franklin D. Roosevelt, not 38th. But I was really surprised because. It's like, I thought it was Master Uga that said that, not the first lady.
She stole your thunder.
Yeah, she stole it. But at the same time, it's like, there's so many things that people believe in that we don't really know where the origins are from. And then when we find out, it's like, oh wow, this is really where it comes from.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like French fries.
What?
French fries were originally made in Belgium, but the French took the fry term, I guess, and now they're French fries, but they were made in Belgium.
Yeah.
So there it is. The origins are mixed up.
Like
they're French fries, not Belgian fries. And of course, it sounds better, like FF instead of BF. But
yeah,
I mean, oh well.
Same thing. Fortune cookies. Fortune cookies were actually made here in America, not in China.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know like when in the timeline it was, but that's.
I know there's like a really big fortune cookie factory in New York. Like I think it's like just outside New York City. It's massive, and like it's kind of silly because I was watching an episode on it, and like the fortune stuff that they put in there, they're just like made up. Like it's just like it's so silly. You're like, oh, I got a fortune cookie, and it's like written by someone that lives over there.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. It just feels ingenuine, I guess.
Yeah.
You're like, fortune cookie, you're gonna win the lottery. It's like the person next door, right? And you probably have like a 1 in a million chance of winning the lottery.
Yeah.
So I guess it's like, obviously they're not reliable. Well, I don't want to say that because that might be giving me bad juju. But, yeah.
Like how Juju always, Smith-Schuster always dances on the logos of.
Oh yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I don't know. What's your take?
I don't
know. Everyone was like, yeah, he's dancing on logos. He needs to stop dancing on logos because they're losing. And I mean, like, because he dances on logos doesn't mean that the Steelers are losing. It's because they're not playing well. And I mean, like, maybe people just associate that with them losing. So I think it's fine. I think you should keep dancing on logos.
Yeah, because he's having fun. I watched his podcast with Tom House. He's a world-renowned quarterback coach, pitching coach, and he talked with Todd Durkin, who's performance coach as well. And he was saying, yeah, people have fun. Like if you don't have when you have fun, things stick.
Right.
You're more loose, and then like the faster you can do things instead of thinking so hard. Like a lot of people train really hard and they're so technical, and they don't really make it that far. Whereas the people that do have fun, I mean, who's that commentator that I told you about? Pac-12.
What's his name?
Bill Walton, right?
Bill Walton. Yeah.
Yeah.
Massive dude, like 6'9".
6'9" or 6'11". It's up there. 6'9", 6'11", something like that.
Somewhere. He's just massive.
He's so like he's a jokester. He talks on the Pac-12 network as a commentator. He's a Hall of Famer. He went to the University of South Carolina. I think he was a center or something.
No, for sure, yeah.
He's I sent Connor a video because I was like, Connor, check this out, because he was commentating a game and there are cardboard cutouts in the basketball court of dogs, and then he started making like dog noises. He was like barking. He was like squealing like a dog.
This was mid game, mind you. So he's like, oh, there's a 3, and the player gets the rebound, and then he's like, woof woof woof.
Yeah.
Woof, woof, woof.
And you imagine, and there are like coaches out there. They're like, stop messing around. You guys, like, you gotta focus. I mean, we're in the middle of a game. There's time to like focus, but you're kids too, and there's no real time to grow up. I mean, people should always act like kids, because if you start getting serious at a young age, like my dad tells me this too, because I get serious real fast sometimes. It's like, if you're just gonna start getting serious now, imagine when you're older. It's gonna like, you're gonna tighten up, and if you're loose now, you're probably gonna continue that when you're older.
Yeah, no, it's crazy, especially in like the sports world, like just all these young athletes and how much like recognition they're getting, and their parents are like taking them to all these combines and stuff. They're like, I mean, I don't have a kid myself, but I just see on the internet, these are like 8-year-olds or like 8 to 10-year-olds, and they're going to like combines, and their parents are paying lots of money for them to get supposedly scouted by these, and it's just crazy, because I mean, that's the way the world of sports is. It's just getting more competitive, and I mean, people going to trainers on the side of their high school coaches, and it's insane what parents are doing. It's such a young age. Just like, let the kids play, and then like once they get to like high school, then maybe like start ramping it up, because they might be a college athlete. But I mean, like, don't go crazy when they're like 8 years old. Like, that's insane. For me, at least.
Yeah, that is. I think that's insane also, because like speculation.
Just so much pressure on the
sports. Yeah, because sometimes the kids don't even know what they want when they grow up, and then when they grow up, they're like, okay, for example, Snoop Dogg's son, he was All-American football, and then he had a scholarship to go to Notre Dame as a wide receiver.
He just dropped, right?
But then he just dropped it. I don't know why, but that's just an example. He like had it all athletically. He probably had a full ride.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
But then he's like, okay, I'm gonna drop it. It's just funny how it works. How some kids want it when they're bad when they're young. They think that's all there is in the world. They grow up, they're like, there's more to the world than just a sport. But sports do bring out the best in people.
There you go. There you go. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, sports do bring out the best in people. Okay, so I'm gonna bring in a quote. So, this is from Stacey Abrams, and Stacey Abrams was the first black woman in a gubernatorial, right? That's how we talk.
Gubernatorial?
Yeah. Gubernatorial nominee for a major party, and also the first black woman and a Georgian to deliver a response to the state union. So I listened to a TED Talk a couple days ago when Connor and I did this podcast, and she said, fatigue is an opportunity to evaluate how much we want it. And you like that quote.
Oh yeah, I love that quote. So I guess last time we were just talking, when Thomas brought this up last time, I talked about endurance. And I was going to try and talk about something else today, but no, it's endurance. The quote is about measuring where you're at with fatigue, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I like that quote just because I feel like in the weight room, I don't know if a lot of our viewers lift, but like, I guess when it's crunch time for anything, you need a paper, there's a deadline, you need to max out on the weight, it's crunch time. I think that's where you grow. I think that's where you grow the most as a person, if I'm being honest, because crunch time is like, it's like you flop or you rise to the occasion, and I think that's awesome, because it's a testament to how like strong you are as a person. And even if you fail, well, okay, let's not talk about failure. We're talking about success. So, I don't know where I was going to go with this. But endurance, you just got to keep on going. That's what I was talking about last time. You got to keep on pushing, keep on going. Those resolutioners, get out of the resolutioners. Set that goal. You got to push, you got to keep on going. But it's just crazy, because, like, you're in a jam where you're either going to fail or you're either going to succeed. And if you push as hard as you can push, or just you have that drive in you and you succeed, it is the best feeling in the world. It is the best feeling in the world. And then you just want to do more. I think that's why powerlifters, this is just another lifting example, are like, some are so successful, because they just want to keep on going up. And although it's a very hard sport.
Yeah, it's a sport.
Yeah, okay. Very hard sport to like progress in, because you're lifting so much weight. It's just, you always want to do better. And I think that endurance helps drive people to do better. So that's my segment on endurance. Thomas, go ahead and wrap it up.
Wrap it up?
No, not
wrap up the
segment. The segment.
So, Connor was also saying that he wanted to get a tattoo. Is that right?
Yeah. We're pondering it. We're like, maybe get a tattoo, but not somewhere that people can see it. So, cause it's so funny. Like, jobs these days, you're like, if you get a tattoo, so someone will judge you based off your tattoo, and it's like, well, gee, like, what if that tattoo was like from one of my family members or something, and they're like, no, we don't want you because you have a tattoo, and it's like, well, what the heck, guy? So I don't know, still debating it, but I think I'll probably get one. My mom was like, once you get one, then you're gonna become addicted, and I'm like, it doesn't. Yeah, you're gonna get more, and it's like, Mom, I think I'll be okay. I'll control myself. So
we were talking because he was talking about getting a tattoo that said Enduro.
Yeah, yeah, Latin, endurance in Latin. I think it would be enduro or something on that line.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just like, I don't want to have that because then I could always look at it and be like, let's go. It's go time.
It's go time. The time is now.
Time is now. It is.
I remember Bryce Johnson has a tattoo now on his wrist. It's like the N, the colon, the O.
Oh no! Oh my gosh! I forgot about that.
Well, I mean that's a good reminder too.
No, it is. It's just funny because it's just NOW. But no, that's a perfect example actually of a good tattoo because I mean, now just go get after it.
Time to go.
Yep.
So I was talking to Connor. The last podcast, I was like, a lot of people feel embarrassed. Sometimes when I feel embarrassed, like I freeze. And I'm like, kind of like start feeling like sweating and stuff. I'm like, what's going on? People get embarrassed.
It's a natural human reaction.
Yeah, natural human reaction. But at the same time, like if you're in the zone, you don't really think about anything else. Like if I gave Connor the example of like if you're hanging off the edge of a cliff, hanging on for dear life, and you're like a couple stories up from the ground. Let's say you're on a skyscraper.
Hey, you gotta bring in what you brought last time. Die Hard.
Oh yeah.
Come on, guy.
Yeah. Well, okay, so in Die Hard,
don't just start off with skyscraper. Give them the movie so they know.
Okay. So there's this movie Die Hard. It's with Bruce Willis. And I'm not gonna go over like the synopsis of
plot,
it. Yeah. But at the end of the movie, spoiler alert, his wife is getting held on to by like the bad guy of the movie. He's holding on to her watch. The windows are broken on a skyscraper. He's holding on to her watch and he's dangling.
They're on like the top story.
They're on the top story. Bruce Willis is holding on to his wife. The wife is getting dragged down by the bad guy because the watch is like it's on her. So it's hurting her. So he's trying to get up. And so Bruce Willis is like, what did I do? He's like, and so he lets go of the watch. The bad guy falls to his death. What the bad guy is supposed to do, like, that's all he's focusing on. Survival. He's not looking down. If you were to look down, then you're done. Like, it's like when you're embarrassed. If you look around, if you're in a line and you're ordering something and you look around because you know you're taking a long time, that's all you're thinking about. Like, oh shoot, I need to hurry up because these people behind me want me to hurry up. But then you're like, okay, let me figure out everything that I need to do now because I don't know if you're in the DMV or something. You don't know how long it's going to be to get back in the line. No one's really that forgiving.
Oh, gosh.
Not a lot of people are forgiving to... It's a quick process, but I'm connecting it back to the beginning, too, where, like, where Connor was saying, like, some directors, for jump scares, they don't really tell the actors what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And so in that movie, the guy, when he fell, it was, like, when they were filming it, it was actually a 20-foot drop, and there was cushion at the bottom. There's, like, the air cushion. So they didn't tell him that he was going to fall down. And so when he fell down, it was a genuine reaction. And he was, like, actually pretty scared. He didn't know it was going to happen. Yeah. So, yeah, he fell. But the main reason why I'm saying that is, like, the task at hand is the task at hand. And everything else is white noise. It's just tunnel vision. I should go see through it and then just go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I had some other quotes that I wrote down.
Just a quote machine, huh?
Just a quote machine. It's like keeps the gears running. TED Talks in the morning.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you listen to?
I listen to Part of My Take. Barstool guys.
Yeah.
They just talk about sports and they have guests on all the time, so it's a good mix. And then I also listen to Jocko as well sometimes. So.
Yeah.
Usually on road trips though, because his podcasts are like 2 hours long usually. So.
Yeah, they're pretty long.
Yeah, but they're good.
It's a good dynamic. Jocko Willing, usually seen as a serious guy. Echo Charles brings the light in the conversation. That guy geeks. He's so funny. It's like yin and yang.
It's good balance.
It's good balance.
Yeah.
I think that's about it. Connor, you got anything else to add? No?
Get it done.
Get it done. Happy New Year. Welcome back to the podcast. And Hard90’s podcast, always run through the bag.